So after 6 years of development and 5 tie-in feature films leading up to the comic book movie event that some fans believe to be unfilmable, we finally get to see the Avengers assemble. The Avengers was written and directed by Joss Whedon and brings together Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and the Hulk from their respective movies. Along with Black Widow, Hawkeye, and S.H.I.E.L.D. director Nick Fury, they must band together to stop the sinister villain Loki from conquering Earth. While having one of the most impressive and ambitious marketing campaigns in the form of individual films setting up each character, we still get copious amounts of exposition for newcomers. However, this is handled subtly for the most part and comes naturally from the dialogue. Those familiar with the previous releases will be glad to see the plot threads finally come together through the first act, and it isn't long before it shakes off that origin story feeling and gets down to the meat of the plot. The story focuses on whether our protagonists can work together as a team and if they can recognise themselves as heroes. This cast is large and star-studded, making it impressive that with so many egos, the story managed to equally balance the characters and their involvement in the action. Each hero gets their moment to shine, and there are some particularly memorable sequences. This film doesn't delve too deeply into characterization and tends to lean more towards size and spectacle, with some impressive amounts of relentless and adrenaline-pumping action. Between the spectacular set pieces, Whedon makes use of his trademark dialogue to convey the motivations of the characters. We're able to understand and empathise with them very quickly. Having a background in the comic book industry and working with actors who are now comfortable in their roles shows in the focus and conviction of the narrative. Whedon's use of humour is paramount, warming the audience to the heroes, making them more relatable, and lightening the tone after some of the more dark and dramatic scenes. The directing and cinematography is superb. The blocking of actors and shot composition denotes the relationships between the characters and the mood of a scene. Some unique angles make excellent use of the environment and props for a more stylized and visually interesting approach to even dialogue and exposition scenes. Action is clear and easy to follow, while remaining dynamic, visceral, and fast-paced. While all the actors brought in their best performances, Mark Ruffalo's portrayal of Dr. Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk, is of note. Ruffalo succeeded Edward Norton to play the Hulk in The Avengers, which initially cast speculation and doubt amongst fans. I thought he was excellent and one of the standout performances. Finally, fully realising the character of Dr. Banner, his need to help people, his constant self-control, his fear of his alter ego, and what he's capable of, all brilliantly underplayed to give such weight to when he does Hulk out. The Avengers is a thrilling ride from start to finish, and one of the best displays of bringing a comic book to screen. The scope and scale of this story are truly worthy of this ambitious project and bringing these famous characters together. Should he helm a sequel, Whedon hopes to follow with a more character-focused story, which I am definitely on board for. With superhero-specific sequels already in development, it looks almost certain that we're going to be seeing the Avengers assemble once more.